The pandemic doesn't mean cold and flu season have gone away. While we're washing our hands and social distancing, there's more that we could be doing. Dr. Elon Shapiro is here to explain. Welcome.
Hi, a pleasure to be with you.
Yeah, I'm happy to have you here because this is very true. How has the cold and flu season just been different this year? We know it hasn't gone away, but how has it changed?
Well, we know and we have, in our minds that COVID-19 is hitting us hard. And it's very important to me as a doctor and as a physician, we need to make sure that we are protecting, our community and our loved ones. Part of this is actually creating those barriers between us and COVID-19. And the most important thing right now is that we need to continue creating, washing our hands, making sure that we're creating that barrier with disinfectants in our workplace. That's very important in making sure that when we go back home, we don't bring any extra presents. And that's why, I strongly recommend, when you come in with your lab coat, with your scrubs and everything else, to make sure that you have like a little bag that says do not touch. And that way you can leave it there until you actually sanitize your clothes.
And I have to ask you, what's the difference in symptoms between the flu and COVID-19 so we're aware?
One of the most important things is at the beginning, they look almost the same. You have the runny nose, the cough, the fever, the malaise. But especially with COVID-19, you have other stuff. You have, the lack of smell and lack of taste. And those are very specific for COVID-19. And the most important part is actually seeing the whole thing. And the whole thing is making sure that, if you were, exposed to someone, you have sick members at home, that actually can give you more clues that it will be COVID-19 rather than the regular cold.
And we've heard a lot about cleaning and sanitizing and disinfecting, but they aren't all the same. Can you explain the difference?
Cleaning is when you're actually removing dust. It's your Sunday cleaning. You're removing everything. It looks good. When you're sanitizing, you're actually reducing the amount of bacteria that you can have around you. And you can actually see, like when you have a product in front of you, you can actually see the product label there that it's for surfaces or laundry. That's where you use your towels, your beddings. And importantly, when you're actually disinfecting, is when you actually destroy or inactivate bacteria or viruses that are actually living in other places that like non-porous surfaces. This will be actually the places that we have at home, that is like the doorknobs, the light switches, and places that we are touching all the time.
And looking ahead, what healthy habits should we be keeping up as the pandemic subsides?
Right now we need to start focusing our hearts and souls with COVID-19, but there's other things out there like colds, neuroviruses, and other things that actually can give you the tummy flu and everything else that we don't want. That it's very important that we continue washing our hands and disinfecting with EPA products that are actually approved to clean our safety and our community. That's why it's so important to create those shields and continue doing that for the rest of our community.
Absolutely right. And where can we go for more tips?
For more information, you can go directly to our website. It's Clorox.com.
All right, Dr. Shapiro, thank you so much for being with us. Really appreciate it. And we will be right back right after the break. Stay tuned.